I'm Jeff Stelling. Troy Deeney's with me. We were just joined in the studio by Matchroom Chairman Eddie Hearn and heavyweight boxer Johnny Fisher a moment or two ago. Eddie will be back with us in around 15 minutes. Don't go anywhere right now, because we have some more very special guests in the studio.
One of the great rounds in British heavyweight history, and I'm telling you, this is an absolute classic. The amount of energy and quality punches and ebbs and flows in this fight. Guys, the four of us have been covering boxing forever. This is right up there as one of the best British heavyweight fights of all time.
And it only got better for Fabio in the rematch. He stopped Fraser Clark in the first round. Yes, with us now, British heavyweight champion Fabio Wardley, alongside his promoter and head of Queensbury, Frank Warren. Morning, fellas.
Good morning.
Morning, gentlemen. How are we?
Yeah, very good. Frank, just to touch on you first of all, new deal with DAZN. How exciting is it for you?
It's very, very exciting. It's a new era for us, and we're very competitive, the same as Eddie is and the other promoters that are on DAZN. And we're looking forward to becoming the best promoter on there. You know, we're going to put the best shows on. I think we've got a great group of fighters. Got brilliant ones sitting here next to me in Fabio, and we kick off on our first one on the 5th of April in Manchester, which is going to be another good heavyweight fight, or a couple of heavyweight fights, I should say, and then we're off butting heads. we want to get another 5v5 on. We want to do them on a regular basis.
you like butting heads, you two, don't you?
Yeah, it's good fun. I mean, you know, it's good, and as I say, we're competitive. And the good thing is, over the last year or so, where we've got to, I suppose, speaking and know each other a bit, it's sort of made it easier to make some of the fights that the fans want to see, and we want to deliver.
Oh, go on, you go.
I was just going to say, Fabio, you know, we're yet to learn what your next fight will be, who you'll be fighting, but there are lots of rumours swirling around that it's going to be at Portman Road, home of Ipswich Town, and it's your boyhood club. How special would it be to fight there?
Yeah, look, that would be, it would be the dream. It is something that me and Frank, it's probably one of the first conversations that when I signed with Frank that we had, is that I said to him, look, this is something on the cards for me, this is something I really want to do, and he was the man I very much trusted to make it happen. So me and the team, look, we've been talking, we're trying to put things together. Nothing's solid, nothing's done, nothing's there, but we are looking at working closely with the club. Obviously, I have a great relationship with the club. Been with them along the ride from where they were, from League One, Championship, and running through the Premiership at the moment and things. So, look, I've got a great relationship on both sides. I've got a great man to the right of me in terms of Frank, who can pull off any trick, and the club as well. They're so enthusiastic about it. So it is something we would like to pull off. The likelihood of this summer is a strong possibility. Nothing's certain yet, because boxing is boxing at the end of the day. It's never simple, but things are looking good.
Just on that, you obviously had a massive fight with Fraser Clark, obviously an unbelievable knockout out in Saudi. A lot of the rumour mill at the moment is Pulev, Gerald Miller. These are, should we say, next level names in terms of what you've been fighting at before. How confident are you that you can obviously continue with your knockout form, and then what is the end goal for yourself?
I'm 100% confident I can knock out anyone in this division. I think if you need any evidence, my last fight is proof of that. And then if you need more evidence, my fight before is proof of the grit, the determination, the heart you need, the will you need to get through this upper echelon, these higher level fighters, like you're saying, the Pulevs, the Millers, and whoever else are in them top 10s, them big heavyweights, them big heavyweight names. I'm no longer British level. I'm very much European international. I'm one of them. Well, if you pick a governing body, my name is in the top 10 there somewhere. So there's no more dodging these massive fights, these massive names for me anymore, and I welcome them, because every time I've stepped up, every time there's been a bigger challenge, every time the lights have got brighter, I've got better. So I'm looking forward to a bigger fight, a bigger challenge, and a bigger show.
How far away is he from these massive fights, and how far can he go?
Well, first of all, we've got to make his dream come true. We will do that. I'm very confident we'll deliver.
Who do you think, Frank? You know, Portman Road, who's going to be fighting him?
He's got to fight somebody in the top 10.
Yeah.
And that's what it'll be. He's a top
all
10.
the rumours, as Troy says, all the rumours are about
There are quite a few names there, and the problem we have when we start saying it's a certain guy and we haven't signed a contract, invariably the money goes up, or it's a problem, it doesn't happen. So until the ink strikes, it's not worth saying.
You ain't got to worry about money anymore, have you, Frank?
He's working on percentages.
It's not him. I'm worried about the money. I'm going, no, not him. He cost too much.
No, we know what we've got to do. We know we've got to, to put a show on in a football stadium. You've got to put on a proper fight.
Absolutely.
And, Fabio's done everything that's been asked of him. He is in the top 10 of every governing body, and he deserves to be there on merit and on performances. And when what astounds me is when you look, he had no amateur experience as such, and what he's done as a pro is just amazing. So, top 10 name, big fight, he comes through that. He's on the verge of fighting for a world title, and that's what the name of the game is. He came with us on the understanding that we would deliver for him, and it's my job to make sure that we do deliver, and we will.
Just one quick one on that. If you keep knocking people out the way you are, and obviously you've shown that in the first fight you can go, because I told you this before, when your nose went in that first fight with Fraser, it's one of a few times I've been sick in my mouth, and that was absolutely it, because you looked me square in the eye. I was like, oh, that's a bit dodgy. You will get to that point where people will avoid you for everything that you've just said there, Frank. So how difficult does it become to matchmake somebody of this calibre?
I think at the end of the day, this professional boxing and they're professional fighters, it's about money. And it's making sure the book's balanced and making sure we deliver. And we've always done that. We're very, very strong in the heavyweight division, Queensbury. We've got probably most of the guys outside of Usyk on the books. So it's not going to be that difficult to make the fights that matter. And even with Usyk, every one of his mandatory challenges are fighters who are with Queensbury. Okay. So it's we're in a good shape there, and being with the Zone now, that's the home of heavyweight boxing. You're going to get all the best heavyweight fights on there. And as far as Fabio's concerned, he is one of those, and he's spearheading it, and he's a fighter on a mission, and he's on fire at the moment. I mean, that knockout last time was one of the most
First one, obviously, I think I like to be able to show rather than speak.
Yes.
So for my next fight, someone in the top 10, someone of some worth, names that you mentioned, Pulev, Miller, Anderson, whoever else. Like there's a long list of names you can pick from, but someone of those top 10 that you can pick, and I can, because the question mark for me right now is, okay, look, you had 2 good fights with Fraser Clark, good knockout, good fight, whatever, but you're making a big jump. So I'm like, okay, cool, hands up, fair enough, no worries. Give me someone top 10, and I'll prove myself there. And then we move on, and that's when I start looking for those putting myself either in position for mandatories or start looking for those world title people like your Dubois and Usyk and whoever else is vying for those belts. That's when I start aiming for those type of people as well. But a little stopgap in the middle for me to go, right, fair enough, if you guys think that's too big of a jump, all right, let me show you how big I can jump. I'll make that jump for you. Then I'll spearhead. Then I'll hunt down these world champions.
Brilliant. Wow, tough division to say the least. And Fabio, we really wish you well, mate. And thanks for coming in this morning.
Thank you.
Frank, staying with us.
On AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.